the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble loss on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tua on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Tua. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort. With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, Think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 6 catches, 70 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
To throw again on second down. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill, and he'll be brought down at the 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Butker's kick here is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their left.
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. Now it's Carr. Steps away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, a rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins at 10-5 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and 1st down. Simply put, You've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. That time a 9-play drive. And all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to... the play did on the last one.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax it. Gave up the score. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And for the 3rd time here in this
first half, it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now Carr.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And Waller taking it in over the middle.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr caught out right by Renfro.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Carr to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
This one taken just inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Tua. Rolling to his left. Open man, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that challenge is successful one. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that would make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
103 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's good. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on second down. Carr. Touchdown Raiders. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In this matchup, which side has been the more physical one? It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The ball comes out, and the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, do you want to unpack that one? And now before the ball changes hands, first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Dolphins,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we